Hey, what is going on, everybody? I am out on the beach in the bay this time and throwing some cut bait, some cut mullet right here that I cast netted a couple weeks ago through in the freezer. But it's a beautiful fall day. Can't get any better weather than this for fishing. So let's see what's out there. I'll have one of my Bama saltwater hand-tied redfish beach rigs out here, and I've clipped on a 4-ounce weight. So I tie these myself. It's kind of like a modified Carolina rig or fish finder rig. I enjoy using this one right here. It seems to work pretty well. Easy to cast. So I'll have these linked on the website. So this is my bait of choice today. These are frozen mullet, but just hook it just like that. And the most important thing is make sure you get these scales off that tip of that hook, because your hookup will be terrible if you leave a scale on there. So I'm going to get my rig out there. I am just throwing this on a Z-Bass ZX22 50-pound braid and a 9-foot custom rod. Plenty of good options out there. You don't have to go out and buy a waterproof reel and all that, but this is just what I have at the moment. So I am wading out a little bit because we want to get our bait in that little bit deeper water. Can't see anything, so you want to make sure you don't step on a ray by shuffling your feet. You know, slide your feet slowly in front of you. And I'm going to get a cast out. There we go. That was a good cast, about a 70-yard cast. So this 9-foot rod does help a lot when you're surf fishing or fishing off the beach. Now I have my rod holder in the sand, nice and secure. And what I'm going to do is reel in my slack, and I like to loosen my drag to where a big fish takes your bait. It's not going to take your whole setup with it. Now it's just a sit and wait game and see how long it takes to get a bite. Something's messing with it. Oh, and there it is. That didn't take long. Oh man, there we go. Come on. See, the circle hook, you don't have to go do a crazy hook set. Just start reeling. See what you are. No telling what you're gonna be this time of year. It's coming in pretty easy though. Started out heavy. No, I don't know what it is. So it's right there. I think it's a small shark, to be honest. I hope he doesn't cut my hook off. He's right here, swimming down the beach. Yeah, he's right here. Yeah, small shark. Oh, there he went. Yeah. Hey, I got my hook back though. That was an easy release. There he goes. He gets to go back unharmed. Well, that was actually kind of fun. So that was my first bait, first cut mullet. And my biggest thing is I got my hook back. I'm excited. This is a 7/0 laser Trokar circle hook. So if you've ever bought big circle hooks, you know they're over $1 a piece, which is stupid in my opinion. But anyway, I'm using a 60-pound monofilament leader for redfish. I like mono. This may seem complicated, but it's actually a very easy rig. I tie these myself, just trying things out. And it allows you to make a nice cast from the surf without your sinker sliding all the way up your line, but it does give them a chance to take the bait without feeling your weight for about 8 inches. So let's bait up with another mullet. I don't mean to bore you with all that rig stuff, but I like to learn new techniques in rigs, so I like to show you as well in my videos. All right, that was a real good cast. Oh, instant. That's crazy. Oh, there it is. Wonder if that's gonna be another shark. I just put that in the rod holder. I mean, about 40 seconds ago. Let's find out what you're gonna be. Swimming towards me. The only thing about a long cast is you have a lot to reel in. There it is. What are you? Okay. Catfish this time. And he's not even hooked good either. He's hooked on the fin. There he is. Look at that. Circle hook got him in one of his pectoral fins there, but this is just a hardhead catfish. Not really anything we want to keep, so I'm gonna let it go. But that is the second fish of the day. There you go. He gone. Our hook and leader still good. I'm probably going to get a little bit bigger bait out there, because once these baits get waterlogged, they kind of lose a lot of their scent. And let's see if we can get a third species on there. This time I'm gonna take the head of the mullet. It's a much larger bait. Get my circle hook through both those lips. And let's see if a big old redfish will come up and hit this. Now I have that mullet head on there. Man, that's a good looking bait. If I was a redfish, I'd eat it, but I'm not, so obviously. At least the fishing's good. You know, the water cools down. Fall time, my favorite time of year. I like it better than spring, to be honest. Every species in Alabama that you could possibly catch bites during the fall, all depending on the weather. There we go. There goes our mullet head. And see how easy that rig is to cast with that weight being somewhat secured on the line without sliding all the way down. So once again, I'm gonna loosen that drag up, put her in the rod holder. So now we have that fresh mullet head soaking out there. Let's see what else that mullet head can catch us. Well, there went. That's the mullet head. Something's grabbing it. Come on. Oh, there it is. Hope the camera's picking it up good. You gotta give them time to eat it. And with that circle hook, just start reeling and put some pressure on the line. I have a feeling this is gonna be a shark. Very jittery. Come on. Don't want it to cut me off. All right, it's right here along the beach. No, that's a really nice redfish. Really nice red. That's what we were after, yes. Yo, look at that redfish. That is awesome. Yeah. Yo, what an awesome redfish. Check that out. Circle hook in the corner of his mouth. I want to get him back because I don't keep these big ones. But that is the target species. I love when a plan works out. Beautiful joker. Awesome, awesome fish. Yes. I got that boga grip on them. If you plan on releasing these, you don't want to stick your fingers in the gills and stuff. You want to keep them protected. So that's where a fish grip or a boga grip comes in really handy. We're gonna let this fish get some water through its gills. Man, I thought it was a shark. There it goes. I love when a plan works out. That is awesome. So since that worked so well, I'm gonna do another mullet head. They can't resist it, I'm telling you. Get you a cast net, or you can go out and buy it, but you really can't beat catching your own. And it's okay to throw them in the freezer as long as they haven't sat out in the sun forever. Keep them on ice, throw them in the freezer, and you'll be good to go. These redfish don't care. Now, you're allowed to keep an oversized redfish, one per person per day. I rarely keep the oversized, so I try to take care of them, keep them out of the water as little as I can while still able to get a picture. Don't stick your fingers all the way up its gills. Like, use like a fish grip or boga, and you'll be good to go. But they're not bad. I prefer to eat the smaller ones. So, but redfish in Alabama have to be 16 to 26 inches. You're allowed 3 per person. And like I said, one of those out of those 3 can be an overslot per day. Let's get this mullet head back out. See what else we can get. So shark, catfish, and redfish. What a great day. I've only been out here like 40 minutes at the most, which is pretty amazing. In the middle of the day, I guess noon right now. Wade out, hopefully don't get bit or stung or poked by anything. There we go. Perfect. See if we can replicate that last scenario. I thought it was a shark. I saw it going crazy on top and jittery, but I'd much rather it turn out to be a redfish like it did. So once more, I've got another bait out there. And the cool thing about circle hooks is you don't have to sit there and run to the rod, you know? As long as you have enough line capacity, you'll be okay. You could sip on your beer a little bit, or your water or juice cup or whatever, and then walk to your rod, start reeling, and normally they'll be hooked pretty good, like that redfish one. With circle hooks. Now other hooks, you do want to get a nice hook set on them. But let's see what else we hook into. That's pretty cool. Wow. He's starting real high, coming down, and I guess doing an attack run. I wasn't a pilot, I was an infantryman. but coming down real low. That is awesome. Y'all ever seen a moon jelly? They don't hurt you, but if you touch any type of wildlife, you definitely want to know what it is for sure before you do it. But I've showed these on my channel before, but these are what I call moon jellyfish. Really cool looking things. It's pretty neat to know that these things are alive. Like this one, they wash up on the beach a lot and then dry out, but you'll see them just out there drifting out in the Gulf and the bay. They don't have the real long tentacles like the nettles do. See, I'm touching this without getting stung. But I just think something like that is so neat, how it's been on this earth for so long and is a living critter. And it's like a alien. Look at that. Weird. But if you've never seen one before, that's what they are. I think turtles eat them. I know for sure spadefish come up and eat them a lot. Well, spadefish, this is their primary diet, from what I've observed, is jellyfish like this. But there you go. Weird things. And then some other cool stuff, you know, while I'm out on the beach waiting for a bite, which I'm actually getting one right now. Look at that. I was about to show you something, but I'm getting a fish on. Come on. I have it on. Yep. This doesn't feel like anything big, and the sand flies are biting my legs up. And get in the water just to stop them from biting me. But this is on the cut mullet. I'm just over here showing you what you might find on the beach. I think it's pretty cool just to sit back and observe nature sometimes, especially while you're waiting for a bite. But I'm gonna get this in a little closer. Catfish. All right. Another hardhead. At least it's something. That's what I say. But pretty pesky things. We're gonna let this one go. At least he's hooked good. They really hurt if you get pinned by them. You do not want to get poked by saltwater catfish. This time I'm gonna take one of these menhaden. I caught these in the cast net as well and froze them. So all I did was cut the tail off. This is an oilier bait than the mullet. Might get their attention a little better. Menhaden and mullet are both great baits for fishing cast. There we go. Once again, I'm happy with that cast. It's right there in that dark water, deeper water. Now it's another sit and wait game. So while our bait's waiting out there, I do just want to show you some more stuff on the beach. If you ever see these little holes like that, all on the dunes and under trees and driftwood, it's normally a little ghost crab that lives in there. You'll see them, they're very fast. They can be like that big, all the way up to as big as my hand sometimes. They do make good bait, but sometimes they just look so cool I don't like to kill them, and they are fast to catch. And they do make excellent pompano and drum and other surf fishing bait. Sheep's head. Like I said, if you ever see these little holes everywhere, that's normally what's living in them, normally. I just want to show you, if you don't get to come down here that often or at all, you can live vicariously through these videos and see what's out here on our beautiful beaches. So it is time for me to go. Had a great day though. I can't complain about catching some really quality fish. I'm about to head back to my truck, but I'm just over here by this old Civil War cannon. Really neat piece of history. If you ever come over this way, there's a lot of history surrounding Mobile Bay, but check out this big hunk of steel. So a little bit different than the stuff I shot, but still pretty cool. I bet that joker is loud. But I appreciate y'all for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed the content like this. I hope y'all can get out and go catch you a big one. And I want to thank the good Lord up above for everything he does for us, and we'll see you later.